All right, hello. We're live. Wednesday live stream on the Vegan Zombie second channel, also known as Chris Cooney. How's everyone doing? I always got to wait for people to come on the stream, so I'm not talking to myself. But I'm excited for today's video. We are going to be talking about whatever you guys want to talk about. Plus, I have my brand new t-shirt design, which I'm excited to reveal. How's everyone doing? Hey, Produce. I'm good. How are you? Laura, the Transforming Vegan. Hey, Vegan Metalhead. Carrie. Marmaduke. We're going to do this, right? Wait for a few more people to log on. We'll get started. John's not with us today. He is, I guess he stayed at the Mockingbird farm earlier today, so he's not going to be joining us. I just found that out, by the way. What are my thoughts on John Venus drama? I didn't know anything about it until I watched Vegan Gains' video. And I don't know. I gotta agree with Vegan Gains. Somebody trying to capitalize off veganism when they're not vegan. It's just, eat eggs to see how you feel. I mean, I don't know. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, go watch Vegan Gains' newest video. John Venus is a vegan. I don't know, bodybuilder or weightlifter. I don't know how vegan he is anymore, but. He does his whole video with some dead animals on the wall behind him, too. It's kind of weird. People capitalizing off veganism. How was my day? What did I do today? My day, I was getting ready for this. Talking to the new screen printer guy and just getting things set up. And I got this new... I kind of redecorated a little bit. I put some Christmas lights up, switched the posters over there. John accidentally knocked off the creep show last week. John told you last night. See, John told you guys before me. I didn't see his stream last night, by the way. How is it where you guys are? It snowed here a few days ago, but we still have a lot of snow, but it's all kind of melting away. The dogs love it, though. Indy and Zeke love the snow. John says, sorry couldn't make it, dude. I really suck. I'm the worst friend ever. No, just kidding. Driving home from the farm. Now he wants to know how everyone's doing. John, I got to come out to the farm with you sometime soon because I haven't been there I haven't been there since this summer. So... if we can find a good day for me to go out there and do some new video, that'd be good. And we still got to do our grocery shopping video together again. How's YouTube video business going? Well, I mean, I could complain, but we won't do that. If you guys haven't seen, I did a reaction video to E.T. on this channel, which I didn't think was going to get very many views, hence me uploading it to this channel, not my main channel. But it actually exceeded my expectations, and it got quite a few amount of views. And if you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. It was if you guys don't know, the ET commercial, the new Xfinity commercial that came out on Thanksgiving. It's more than a commercial, so definitely go watch this one. I did a reaction video to it. If you guys are new to the channel, you might... not know that E.T. is my favorite movie, so it's my reaction to my favorite movie. Friday or Saturday of next week. Yeah, maybe we could do something on Friday or something. Is Rachel camera shy? She could probably bring views to the channel. No, actually, she wants to do more videos. I've been telling her to make her own channel, and she just hasn't done it. She's really busy in school, but she'll be graduating next week. So maybe she'll actually start working on She's the plant fanatic, and she's got a lot of ideas for plant videos, but she just has to do the video. Do it. But she went away to Barcelona and did some video there, so I haven't even seen it yet. So that's probably going to be some fun video. But yeah, I think she should start doing YouTube too. We should all tell her to do that. Go back to her plant channel. She still looks at it. She updates it and looks at any new comments every day. Most def. Use her as part of the thumbnail. I'll just get a quick picture of her. Click. Aurora says, hey, hope all is well. Ordered my beanie last night. Awesome. I think I'm going to go to the screen printer place and do a little video of them making those, hopefully tomorrow. But yeah, I really need to show you guys the new design and tell you all about it and let you guys know how we're doing it, and so you guys can get one, hopefully. There's some good news and there's some bad news, so let's I guess let's just get right into it, right? Okay, so first of all, I want to like really show you guys what I've been working on. But so this design I've had in my mind for close to 2 years now. Maybe even more than 2 years, but I'm the kind of person that always does things on my own. And the reason for that is because every time in the past I've asked for help, you know, I either get screwed over or it just doesn't work out, which is, yeah, getting screwed over. So I've been doing things myself for the good part of the last 15, 20 years, because anytime I'd ask for help, and it just always kind of fell through. And I know that's not the right attitude. I always try to be more positive about it, but it just always falls through for me. That was why I printed all my own shirts when I first started this channel. I bought my own screen printer. I taught myself. I did everything for this channel. I edited, filmed, directed, just uploaded everything, pretty much one-man band. I did have John for a while. That was the face of the show. We all know. We've already talked about that in the past too. So now the things that my weaknesses, the things that I'm not good at are the website. My website is very generic because it's just, I could probably do it on my own, but I'd have to spend way too much time. And I've tried learning way back in the day, Dreamweaver, to do code and all. No, I stuck with like Photoshop, Premiere, After Effects, doing videos, and you know, that's a lot of work in itself. So I kind of you know, printed all my own shirts and learned everything I knew from doing that on my own, and just trial and error over the past 11 years I've been doing it. So I started printing shirts right before I made the Vegan Zombie channel. And that's what I've been doing all these years. But I kind of lacked in the art department. I used to be an artist. I used to do that when I was in high school, and then I just stopped. Completely stopped. Everybody told me how good I was, and for some reason, whatever crazy thoughts were going in my head, I'm like, oh, well, I don't want to do it anymore then. And I stopped doing it. And I needed somebody to take the idea that I had in my head and make a design so I could make a shirt. Because if you've seen all of my shirts that I've designed, they're pretty much all pretty easy designs that I've come up with. Like the Go Vegan, the Vegan Zombie, of course, is just a simple font with a zombie in there. And the Ouija board, actually, I had that idea, and I had my friend kind of come up with that. Actually, another screen printer come up and burn that image for me of how I wanted it. So here I am with a really great idea that I've wanted to do for the past 2 years, and I can't quite find anybody to do it. So I do like a very, very bad sketch of it. And I show it to some people that hopefully they could draw it up for me. And then it wasn't going anywhere. I had somebody say that they would do the artwork for me, and then that never happened. And then about another year and a half went by, and I said to myself, I really need to get this design out there. I really think this would be great. I hope I'm not wrong, because if I'm wrong, I just wasted all this time and money on this design. So then I found somebody else that was doing local art, and I contacted a tattoo artist, and I asked, hey, this is what I'm looking for. Can you do it? And he's like, oh, this is how much I charge, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not going to be able to do it right away, but I'll have it to you in 2 weeks. And I'm like, perfect. No problem. I'll pay you that, and 2 weeks should be fine. Well, if I got it in 2 weeks, I would have had it before the Syracuse Veg Fest back in October, because that was back in September. Never heard from him again. So now I'm kind of disappointed. I'm like, this is why I don't ask for help from anybody. Then Craig's sister was going to try to do it for me, but she didn't really have enough time to get it done. She was busy, and I kind of wanted it at the last minute. I've been honestly trying to get this forever. So it really wasn't the last minute, but I asked her at the last minute. And then she tried, but then she just ran out of time, and I was like, it's okay. So then I did my ultimate plea that I never do. I posted a desperate plea on my Instagram and Facebook account. Did I do it on Facebook? I think maybe just Instagram. And I said, I'm looking for an artist, please help me out. And a lot of people responded. A lot of people that knew somebody responded, and everybody was like, well, this person can do it. So then I'd send that person a message. And so as the night went on, I had messages from probably over 15 or 20 people, and I responded to all of them. And then one person replied to me and said, I think I can do this for you. And I went and I looked at her art, and I was like, yeah, I think we can do this. So I told her what my basic concept was, without telling like the real kicker behind it, the real theme behind it. I gave the general gist on this is what I'm kind of looking for. And I basically said, this is what I said. I said, I'm looking for a scene. It's kind of like a nicely lit night scene with night colors, with some cute baby animals smiling, happy at the bottom, with some nice big trees and a sky, a big moon in the background. That's basically what I'm looking for. I didn't say yet exactly like what would be like the make it or break it theme of it, if you know what I mean. Like the big thing of it that differentiated this from any other night scene. And she's like, yeah, I got some ideas. I can sketch it up. And then I'm like, okay, cool. We agreed on a price, and I said, okay, I'm going to send you my sketch of it, which is not good at all, but it's going to give you an idea of what I want. And so I made a sketch probably, 6 to 8 months ago. I drew it out, and just a really basic thing. And then I decided, well, let me try it in Photoshop. It's still not going to be good, but I wanted to get a nice Photoshop so I could give somebody like an idea of what I was doing here. And let me see where it is. I'm going to show you guys that now. See, I'm making this whole thing into a story. You're like, Chris, just tell me what you came up with. No, I'm telling the story. Otherwise, this stream's going to be very short. Am I going to do a Christmas special? I'm going to try, I think I'm going to do Vlogmas, where I'm just going to start vlogging I always vlog, right? Like I did it for Thanksgiving. Let's do it for Christmas. Oh yeah, I'm done with the, I'm about to show you, I'm going to reveal the design, but hold on. I want to find, I don't want to have to show it to you from my phone. I want to actually show you. And I delete it? I deleted it. Did I delete it? Okay, so hold on. Just bear with me for a second. You're going to see it. But I need to send it to myself. To my email here. Okay. Chris. That's me. Okay. All right, so that got sent to me. All right. Now I need to open that up. I'm really happy with it, by the way. And if this does well, I'm going to see if this artist will do more things, because I have way more ideas up here. And but this is where did it go? Oh, here it is. Okay, hold on. So now let me bring it over here. All right. You guys know already what my favorite movie is, right? What's my favorite movie? I've already said it once in the stream, probably more than once. Okay, this was my poor attempt at what I'm trying to do. Let me just come over here and go like this. Bam. You see that? All right, so I have some baby animals at the bottom that look horrible. I have a big moon in the background. Like, would you guys wear that? Probably not. But that's okay, because I got a professional artist to come up with something much better for me. Here we go, guys. Ready? This is my new design. Hope you guys like it. Bam. All right, so be good to animals. That's be good was what E.T. says. And this is E.T.'s hand coming down, touching the piggy and the cow and the lamb. And if you look up in the sky in the constellation, which was supposed to be a moon, but I like the sky like that, and it kind of resembles a moon, it says the vegan zombie. And I'm going to have this available for pre-order. See, that's the problem right now, because there's so many colors, and I've only printed my own colors in the past. Yeah, I've only printed my one color in the past. So one color is very easy to do. 4 colors is a little bit more. So I'm having professional screen printer called Custom Logo USA, which are right here in Syracuse, only a few miles from me. They're going to be printing this for me. And I heard about them because one of the kids that worked there, he went to the Veg Fest, and he said he was a big fan of the Vegan Zombie, and he bought one of my shirts, and he told me about this, and I took him up on his offer, and I called the owner and went in for a visit, and they're going to print these. Now, they also do my beanies. These are the beanies we have for the Vegan Zombie, and you can buy these right now. This one right here is my favorite, by the way. And so here, okay, so that's the good news. The bad news is this right now, because in order for me to have like a ton of these, I would have to have a lot of money to buy them all, and I don't. So we're going to do a pre-order, and we're going to do this pre-order, and hopefully I want to give people a chance. So like, if you want this, you need to get on it right now and get it. If you want it before Christmas. And after the pre-order, I don't know the next time I can sell these again, because once they're gone, I need to do another pre-order for more people to buy them in order for them to print them, because it's not worth it for them to only print a few shirts, because every time they do, it's a big process. They got to set up 5 or 6 different color screens, and then they go from there. Now, the other good news that I have is I'm going to link you I'm going to go ahead and link the site where you can buy them, and you can kind of browse. I'll kind of browse through it with you right now. We're going to go back over to the site, and it's not just t-shirts that we have available. The good thing about this pre-order is you can get these in different colors, women's cut, unisex, kids, toddlers, aprons, totes. Let's just go and look through some of them real quick. So this would be, and I only want the best. So I'm printing these. I'm having them print them on a Bella canvas, which is, obviously all vegan shirt, but it's very, very comfortable. This is what it's going to look like on the shirt. Be good to animals. Now, the other thing is I wasn't sure what color I wanted the banner. So I had my artist give it to me in 3 different color banners. We have the gold one, which I think with the colors of the shirt I like the best. A beige one and a blue one, which I'll show you guys those in a minute. But you can get this in black or like a heather gray. I personally, I always go for the darker color because I don't want to stain my shirt, which I would probably do. The beanies, the aprons. Okay, so the apron is available in a faded blue or a black. I really like these because everybody has been asking me for years to bring back the aprons, and now we can do it. Stick with the design you designed. Yeah, the one with the Photoshop one. And I like this one too because obviously E.T., we got an 80s baseball cut shirt. So yeah, and this is available in... Oh, it's available in 2 colors. I like both of them. I'm going to be buying these for myself. I'm going to need to. And then the hoodie. So normally I sell on my site the light t-shirt like hoodies, but this is more of a thick hoodie, a warmer hoodie. And again, this is a J American, which is a more of a stylish, nice hoodie. And the onesie, I want my niece and nephew to try this on. The vegan zombie. Be good to animal onesie, ET onesie. What colors do we have? We have the blue one, and the gray one. And then this is the normal hoodies that I print on. These are the lightweight shirt-like hoodies. And we have that in 3 different colors, it looks like. We have I like the green one too. Military green, and also the gray. Because I know somebody liked the gray. There was a few people that like when I printed the vegan zombie one on the gray ones, that a few people liked them, but not enough to justify me like stocking up with them when I was doing it myself. But anyway, and I think I also have totes. I don't see them on here, but I thought I had totes, maybe on page 2. Anyway, and then there's little kid shirts, and then the unisex shirt right here. I don't know. I'm excited. I hope you guys are as excited as me. Oh, he's got the hair like me. That's not me, though, guys. It's not me. Let's see what other colors we got. Gray. Let's see how gray looks. So that would probably... I mean, it looks really nice, but for me, that would probably be a little bit too light. I'd probably ruin it on the first day I wore it. Anyway, give me some feedback. What do you guys think? Does anyone like it? But again, yeah, pre-orders right now. So I really want to give people the option to get these before Christmas. Gift, holidays, holiday gift, perfect. I worked hard on this. I tried to get, I had to get a design that I was okay with because there was a couple other ones and I needed it to be, this is awesome. And huge thanks to my artist, not tattoo. I think she did a great job. So I linked the link, and I also have the link on I'm putting it in my videos, like in the video description for the last few videos I did. So if you guys want to find it there, it's not on my website because this is a web store that I did through the company. So if you went to my website where I have different apparel, I got to figure this all out, right? Eventually. These are all, the only thing on here that you can buy that's not going to be pre-order are going to be the beanies. And the first shipment should be coming in and embroidered probably tomorrow. And then I want to do a quick video of that, and then I will be sending them out personally to everybody that purchased one so far. So if you guys want any of this stuff, it's got to be pre-ordered, and then with the pre-order, then I'll figure out like what people want, what people don't want, and maybe take something off here if it's not selling, if people don't like it. But over the years, this is kind of what I've gathered people like. People have asked for, people have wanted hoodies, they've wanted aprons and onesies, and I have it all here. And I'm super excited about it. It's a nice 80s theme, but it's also a vegan theme. And I think for the people that don't like the whole zombie thing, you got the cute little animals there. There's nothing zombie in this except for my name. That says the vegan zombie, and it's almost, you can barely see it. It's like a star constellation. So, what do you guys think? Oh, and I want to show you guys the other color banners. Okay, so you guys see the gold one. Here is this is what the beige one looks like. And then this is what the bluish one looks like. And that complements the sky, the blue in the sky. So, I don't know. I love it. I love looking at this. This is my new design. I love it. Yeah, we're going to have to make a stop date for the pre-order sale because we're cutting it close. If people want this by the holidays, by Christmas and stuff, then I have to make a stop date. And hopefully I can bring another pre-order back after, but this isn't going to be like my other stuff where people, like the shirts that I have now, it's like people buy those maybe once or twice on average per month. So I don't really get too many sales unless I actually go to a veg fest. Then people actually see what's in front of them, and I actually do really well when I go to a veg fest. But just selling them online like this, I don't really sell too many. So if I don't have it in stock, I go out in my garage and I make it. I actually just did that yesterday. And I can't do that with this because it's too many color, and it's a lot of work to make this. So once the screen printer is set up, they got to make whatever they're supposed to make and then disassemble it and get rid of the screens. It's a problem for a big company like that does screen printing for so many other people out there and organizations and companies to be able to have room to keep all these screens together every time somebody buys a shirt. So it's not practical for them to make a shirt, whenever somebody orders one, unless, of course, people were ordering these a lot. So if you guys want one, do the pre-order sooner than later. So if you really want one of these, I would go on and do it like right after the stream or even like right now, or, don't forget about this, because if you forget and you really wanted one and you say I'm going to do it later, then you might not get it. And then once the pre-order is down, I don't know when I'm going to sell them again, which kind of bums me out, but that's how it is right now, unless I can figure something else out. Yes, and that's the other thing I want to do is stickers, and I want to do a poster of this. I want to get a nice picture of this and frame it and put it on my wall. That's how much I like this. I never did that with my other designs because they're just so, I don't know, simple, and I used to wear like I love this, and I like to wear this for the streams that we do, and whenever I do videos. But this might be the same for like bands and stuff. I don't like wearing my vegan zombie stuff out in public. Like that's kind of like wearing your own stuff. Now I'm not saying I don't like wearing my own stuff, because this just straight up screams vegan zombie, and I used to, when I first started the channel, like to promote it everywhere I went like that, but now I don't. But I will wear other things like the Ouija one or the zombie crew. I'll wear that out in public. But the vegan zombie, I'm kind of weird about that now. I mean, you guys aren't the vegan zombie, so like you guys could wear it out. But for me, it's like I am the vegan zombie, and I kind of don't like to go out and be like vegan zombie, because sometimes it's kind of weird, So whenever I'm on a video like this, I'm going to be wearing it. And this one right here, this one's super comfortable. Again, I'll show you that these are the 3 different beanies that I have. They're all really cool. This one's a little bit too small for me. I mean, I wouldn't say it's small, but if I didn't have all my hair, I'd wear this one. This is a little bit tighter. If you have little kids, you'd probably want to get this one, because the one I'm wearing now is way more comfortable as far as like being bigger and stretchier. And if you have a smaller head, it might be even a little bit too big. And same with this one right here. This one is another one that's nice and comfy if you have a lot of hair. And I like this one too. This one's supposed to be more stylish like this. But I don't like wearing it like that. I used to wear it like that when probably like five or so years ago. That's how I wore those. But this one right here is my favorite. It's nice and warm too, especially when it's so cold outside. It's been really cold here lately. Marina, you just missed the most awesome ET design. I'm going to show you real quick, okay? Because you missed it and you haven't seen it before. I only showed one of you guys before launch. And that's my fellow, the female version of me, right? My doppelganger, who also has my favorite movie. Her favorite movie is ET as well. And that's Marmaduke. But I had to show like a fellow hardcore ET fan this design and say, is there anything that I need to do? Do you like this? Anyway, this is it right here. That's the design if you just jumped in the stream. The link, if you want to pre-order this, I'm probably going to have to say this a couple more times before the stream's over. It's a pre-order right now, and it's if you want to get this before the holidays, I suggest going in there as soon as possible and getting it, because the pre-order is only going to be for a set amount of time, and then we're going to take that down and then start printing. So be good to animals. It's got the vegan zombie star constellation, ET's hand, finger coming down, touching the cute little piggy. Got the cute little cow and the cute little lamb. What do you guys think? All right, I need to shut up about this now because that's all I've been talking about for the last 20 minutes. Are the hats embroidered? I don't have hats yet, but that's another thing that I want to do is hats. I want to do hats with these. The beanies, if that's what you're talking about, the beanies. Yes, these are embroidered. I don't know. Hold on. I'm like holding stuff up and I don't even have me up here. These are embroidered, yes. And it's really nice quality too. I'm happy with it. In fact, I'm wearing mine right now. Marina likes it. So, is there anybody that doesn't like it? I love the colors too. So much that I couldn't tell which color I liked the best for the banners. We got those three different color banners. It's a toss up for me between this one, the yellow one, and the blue one. So we got yellow, blue. I like them both, but on a black shirt, I still like them both on a black shirt, but I think I like that one better on a black shirt. But, I mean, that's easy to change. Just grab a different ink when you're ready to print it. Maybe I'll do like a special edition where I'm like, okay, guys, we're doing the ET design, but we're doing it with the blue banner today. Come on over and get one. Linda, I don't know the answer for that, but all I got to say is shh. I've seen a lot of other people do all kinds of crazy things. I really hope I don't have to scrap this, but don't say it. Yeah, so give me your thoughts on that, or we can do Q&A, whatever. Because that's really all I had for you guys today. I just kind of figured you guys would ask questions and we could go from there. But that's the only update I had. Pretty much. It's Mac from Mac and Me. Yeah, that's Mac. You can tell that it's Mac because... And that light isn't coming from E.T.'s finger, or I mean Mac's finger. It's coming from the piggy. It's a new super piggy. All right, guys. So what's up for the rest of the stream? Laura has to head out for work. Well, you know, if you stayed with us, you wouldn't have to go to work. But I get it. You got to go to work. But anyways, have a good night at work. Thanks for watching. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Piggy. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like shipping prices are ridiculous. So if you do live outside of the United States, it's probably going to be a lot of money to ship any of this stuff, and that's like totally out of our control because that's what the those are the prices that the shipping company puts on. So, and I know it's ridiculous in some places. The shipping is more than the actual product, and it's like this. We're not Amazon. We're not a big company like that can ship things for free. And Mac and Rudolph. What are you talking about, ET? That's Mac and Rudolph. Mac and Me is my all-time favorite movie. If you guys just joined us, that's not true. You could do that. I mean, there is the T-shirt, the hoodie T-shirt, and then the straight up hoodie. The shipping cost is the same as the beanie. Wow, that's yeah. Maybe when Santa comes, I can pass it off to him, and we could do that. It's almost Krampus Day. Uh, Krampus. Deneen just got here. What did you miss? You just missed like a half hour of me going over my brand new T-shirt design. Um, do you want to see it? Should I show? Okay, I'll show you. This is the new T-shirt design. It's in. This is my favorite one, but it's also got the beige design and the blue design, or banner, I mean. And if you see up in the sky, it says the vegan zombie and the star constellation. It's the glowing finger with the baby piggy and the lamb and the cow. And I'm excited about that, but the downside is it's pre-order only. So if you want this, especially before the holidays, you got to go get it. You got to pre-order it now. So if you guys are just joining us, I put the link there. And again, this is in several different things. It's not just T-shirts. We got little kids. We have unisex, women's cuts, aprons, beanies. What else am I missing? It's all there. So if you guys want, in different colors too, not just the standard black, which I normally do. So go ahead. I want that 80s sleeve shirt too. That's probably the first one I'm going to be wearing. Wow, I can't believe the shipping. Curious looking inside wants to know how I season my soy curls. The way I did it the other day, I just know how to season things. So I think that I will. That's what I was actually thinking about earlier today. I think I'm going to do a video on the soy curls for you guys because that's an easy one to do. And I really think it's, soy curls, they're really good. You can make them into something delicious. You can make so many different things with them. And they're relatively cheap. And I think you could probably meal prep with them and save money by, yeah. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a video for you guys. They're all close. Wait, what's all close by? You ordered some. So yeah, I think when I bought them, they were like around $5, between $5 and $6. But that would, I mean, if you went out to eat, like you could make so much with that. Like if you made rice, lentils, chickpeas, and mix that all together, or if you made like a cheesy sauce, you can make cheesecakes with them, or not cheesecakes, Philly cheesesteaks, not cheesecakes. There's so much you could make: tacos, burritos, chili. There's so much you can do with them. Sandwiches, pizza. So I think it's worth it. Next time I'm out there, I'll probably buy another bag. Yeah, that's like that's I'm bummed at how expensive the shipping is outside the United States. If you're in the United States, it's relatively cheap. I think just like $5. Aurora just ordered the Jada Spice Pack. I like it. I use it a lot. I have almost all of them. And it's funny because I was just thinking about posting an Instagram post on them like yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? What was I making? 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I made some nice, seasoned up some potatoes, carrots, celery, and stuff like that. And I used some of the Jada Spice. It's really good. Really good stuff. Rachel loves to gawk at merch. We got it. I feel like I should put that up in the corner somewhere. The new design. But I don't know if I can do that. Display capture. Bam. So there is nope. All right, there's my new design. So if you guys are just joining us, there it is. So you guys can look at it as this is the wrong one though. That's the one that's going to be on the shirts, the gold banner. Yeah, because it's almost not worth it for the company to ship something out unless just because of the shipping fees. So ridiculous. I remember I sent something a long time ago when one of my cookbooks I sent to the UK, and it cost more to ship it than the actual cookbook. Yeah, the constellation, I love that too. I was like, I need my name to be in there somewhere subtly. Boom. The only thing that I don't like, and the reason for it, is because I have to buy a license for a better font or make my own font, which I started to learn how to do, but I kind of want to make my own font. I'm not really fond of the font. So, that was just a general free font. But yeah, I guess it's kind of expensive to get a license for a font. So I just didn't have the extra money. Yeah, I love the pig too. And that's exactly how I described it to the artist. I'm like, I don't want just a pig. I need a baby happy piggy. And that just they knew exactly what to do. At first we had a little problem with the cow. The cow was originally over on this side, but it just looked way too big. I was like, no, I want it to be like a baby calf, not like a straight up like mom cow. I want these to be all cute babies. And so then we moved the lamb over here and put the cow over here with its legs up here. I'm like, no, that still doesn't look right. So and props for the artist for sticking with all my because I said, I go, before you do this, I'm very particular about how it has to be. So if you're cool with that, and she was super, super good about everything, super nice, and just did everything awesome. Got this done in like 2 days. Anyway, so we moved the cow's head down a little, and I said, make the jawline go in more so it doesn't look so. It just looked too big, and but I think we nailed it right there. Well, she nailed it. And look at that little smile on the piggy. I don't know the artist, but I believe she's vegan. She follows me here on the Vegan Zombie, so I believe so, but I don't know. I don't really know anything about the artist. But I'm excited if this does well to do some more designs. I love the color and like the big, thick, dark outline to everything. That's exactly what I was trying to get at when I was telling other artists, this is what I'm looking for. And yeah, she nailed it. I love it. So, anything else you want to talk about other than the designs over here? Any questions about the pre-sale or anything? I know it's pretty self-explanatory, but I just hope that that enough people can get this and find out about it before it's no longer available. I want it to be available all the time, but that's just, I'd need a lot of money to buy a lot of stock, and I don't have that. So you want to talk about the shirt for 3 hours? The one I'm wearing now? When is the cutoff date? I don't know. I'm going to have to get back to the screen printer. But if we want to do it before Christmas, I think there being something like the 10th or the 11th, which is only like another week. So I need to get this out to, I mean, there's a lot of people that don't even watch the second channel. So I need to tell people this in a video on my main channel. And now that you guys have seen the design, I'll probably post it on Instagram and all kinds of stuff like that. And you guys can tell everybody, hey, Vegan Zombie's got an awesome design. You might want to get it. Because I think it would be awesome to get all of you guys out there, complete strangers, everybody wearing the shirt. That'd be sweet. Let me just see if I can. I want to find out if I can find out when the cutoff date would be. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing that I don't. That's the bad thing about it, because I'm gonna do a pre-sale for people to get it before the holidays, and that will have to be cut off. So, in order to print them, there has to be a demand for them. Otherwise, it's too expensive to print them, if you know what I mean. And it's too expensive for them. It's not efficient for them to print one every time somebody orders one. They can't do that. It'd be different if it was one color, but this takes a lot of time. And I know all the work that goes into this, because that's exactly why, as me as a screen printer on my own, why I don't do anything that's over one color. I only do one color prints, because the time that goes into this to print multiple colors and not screw a shirt up it's crazy. So right now I'm going to focus on the pre-sale for getting everything out before the holidays. And then after that we can figure out if, so he says a week from today. So a week from today would be the cutoff for the pre-sale. So today is the 4th of December. The cutoff is going to be the 11th. So you would have to buy this before the 11th. And then after that, we'll probably do a cutoff. And then I'll probably do another pre-sale. But the next pre-sale will basically be like, yeah, this is a pre-sale, but you won't get this before the holidays. And, I don't know how long that will be. That might be a little bit longer. So if you guys are excited about getting one of these, as soon as you can, you need to do it within the next week. And I hope to have one myself too. I really wish I could have one already so I could like wear it on the show and show you guys what it looks like, but even I can't get one like that. If you go to the link, Marina, there's different shirts that you can purchase, and it's not just black. There's black, there's gray. Some of them are, I think there's a military green and a blue. But there are a couple different colors to choose from. I know it's a small window of time, but that's all I can do right now, you know? I mean, maybe I could put this up on a print-on-demand website as well, where that would probably be cheaper for people outside the country to do it. But I also want to see them being printed on like the material I want them printed on with this local screen printer. So, you know, maybe I'll look into doing both. So that way it could be available to more people. You want to go back to the site? We can do that. We can go back to the site. Bam. Bam. Wow, how many times is that going to do that? Oh, here's the site right here. Okay, so this is what it would look like on a t-shirt. This is the ladies cut. And that's what it would look like. Let's view all the products. There is an apron. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for aprons for a while. I used to do aprons way back in the day, but now we have aprons that you can buy with 2 little pockets in it. And this is an adjustable one. This is what I printed my other stuff on. But the old one I have comes down to like a square. It doesn't taper in like that. And look at that. Just look at it. It comes in 2 different colors. I actually like both of them. Normally only black, but I like that one too. You want me to make it big? Okay, fine. You don't want to see me. There we go. We'll go back here. So this is what it looks like. You're probably watching this through your phone, right? That's why you're asking me. See, I get this big monitor in front of me. There's only one size there. These are the women's cut shirt. Let me see what different sizes. It goes from small to 2X. This is what I'm excited for. The 80s baseball cut. Look at that. This is a unisex, by the way. So, guys, you can get one too. And 2 different colors. I like both of them. That one. It's kind of like what I'm wearing right now. But this isn't like cut off baseball sleeve. And then that one. I like both of them. And then what else do we have? We have the hoodie. Now normally I sell the thinner, lightweight hoodies, but this is a thicker, warmer hoodie. And I looked through all the hoodies and I made sure that I got one that was a little more stylish than the very, very cheap ones. So we got that. Oh, do we have that in 2? Oh, we have it in 2 colors. And there's the one in Royal Tri-Blend Blue. It's got a stylish hoodie with like the worst jeans on. I should restyle that. What else do we have? We have the little onesie because I have a baby niece, a baby nephew. And that would be cool. We got 2 different colors there. I just picked random colors, by the way, so if there's not a specific color, don't be offended. I just was like, hurry, I had him do this like seriously 20 minutes before we went live. And this is the lightweight hoodie that I normally print my Vegan Zombie apparel on. So I wear these hoodies all the time. They're great. They're very lightweight, very comfortable. And we have the new design there and three different colors. And I like that one too, the military green. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted. I don't think they have it in this thing, but I want to do some camouflage ones. Probably in just the regular one. I've wanted to do that for a while now. This is a gray one. I think this looks good because it's got that border and everything. I think it looks good on like just about any color you put it on. It would even be good on like a white shirt. Marina wants everything in blue. She wants her produce in blue. She wants her khakis in blue. Oh, we don't have this one in white. I wonder if I could get him to put that in white. Or no, I wanted the ladies cut to be in white, but it's in light gray. Would you guys like it in white, or is that cool how it is? Let me know. Vegan zombie snow globes. You know what? I want vegan zombie cutting boards. That would be cool. And then this is the little toddler shirts. So if you got a little kid, toddler that you know, maybe you even have your own little kid. Boom. We got that. We got it in black and we got it in gray. I would recommend the black just because little kids like to make messes. Get a stain on it and you just get it and it's already ruined. So get it in black. But there is gray, just in case. If you're like really particular and you don't like your kids get messy, get it in gray. I have some nieces and nephews that would fit in this. The older nieces and nephews would fit with this. The younger ones would wear the onesie. So I might have to purchase some of these. See, I have to purchase these too. Like I'm not making them myself anymore, so I can't just make myself one. And I'm going to be getting one of each. I'm going to be getting this baseball cut. I'm going to be getting the hoodie and this one, I'll be getting this, and then I'll be getting the t-shirt. And an apron. I need an apron for my cooking videos, so why not get a vegan zombie apron? Exciting stuff. Here I am. If you just joined us, this is what I look like. Oh yeah, dog apparel. How did I forget? Like a bandana. I could probably add bandanas. See, now you need an apron, Marina. What was I doing here? Bam. Let's go back down. Make it smaller so we can still have it up here. And then we will show the design again. This is the design the new design that I'm featuring today. Let's just call it that. And there's the old design that I said, hey, make this into this. Wow. Right? Great job. I like it. A dog hoodie for smaller breeds. Imagine Indy or Zeke in a dog hoodie. How are my potatoes doing? What potatoes? So some ideas for, without giving anything away completely, some ideas for like the new design after this, if this does well. Zeke and Indy the pup. Imagine that in that kind of fashion. I don't know if you guys would like that or not, but I'll think about it. And I want to come up with some new designs and keep the site fresh. Maybe every 3 or 4 months coming up with a new design if these do well. If they don't do well, then I probably won't do any more. But I don't know. This is the best design that I've ever had, and I'm offering it. And I think I wanted this to appeal to everybody. I mean, we got something for everybody. I mean, it is the vegan zombie, but I know zombies turn a lot of people off, so there's no zombies in here. You got E.T.'s finger, You know, if you're a 80s fan and you like the 80s movies, you'll love E.T., boom, you got that. Or if you're just, you know, an ethical vegan, you love animals. You got these cute little animals here. There's nothing not cute about these guys. And it's got a great message. It says, be good, spelled wrong, obviously, because that's how E.T. would say it, to animals. Be good to animals. And I've had this idea for a long time. I'm surprised nobody else took this idea. I mean, you got E.T. saying, be good, and I'd always see him saying, be good. I'm like, well, you know what? You know, a lot of people are good to other people, but not everybody's good to animals, you know? Or people are good to some animals, but not other animals. So this is a perfect message. Be good to animals. E.T. says it best. And I think that E.T. would be a vegan. You know, he's got all the vegetables and all the plants and the vegetation. He's a very peaceful, intelligent. I do believe he ate something in the movie that wasn't vegan, but he came to Earth and he didn't know what he was eating when he was drinking the beers. I think he got into some like sour cream dip, chive dip or something, and he's like, oh. Didn't like it. Moby is not E.T. Moby is Mac and me. Aurora just ordered. Thank you, Aurora. I appreciate all the support, and I'm really happy that with all your support, you know, you guys are getting a really cool product that promotes veganism. And hopefully this is a shirt that other people can talk about and be like, oh my God, where'd you get that? You know, like, oh yeah, go to this site. The pig reminds me of Wilbur from Charlotte's Web. Well, I haven't watched that movie in like 25 years, so I don't know. Oh wait, what did I gotta go back up here. Oh, you were asking produce how their potatoes were. Potato sauce is watery. Tried to thicken it with a neat egg. I should have. Well, you know, you can use a little bit of flour or cornstarch to make it like thicken up a little bit. I do that in my pot pie video, and you just got to make sure when you put it in, you stir it right away, or else it'll clump up in clumps. So sprinkle it in and stir it up. Yeah, and again, I don't have them yet, but I want to make little pins. I want to make stickers. I want to make. Well, we could stop there. I mean, we could keep going and going, you know, but we'll stop there. Guys are making me hungry. All I had was a smoothie. Oh, you're going to be making the winter soup with the butternut squash. Good stuff. Got me a t-shirt and an apron. Now you got to come to Chicago for Vegan Day. Oh, I know. They also have Vegan Day here in New York and Toronto. Chris the Tater Savior. Well, I don't know. Does that really have a good enough jingle? All right, so what else shall we talk about? I'm going to be doing Vlogmas vlogs for the time of year. And other than that, let's see. I did a taste test with Craig. I'm going to be doing some more grocery shopping videos, which I should probably get to later today. And other than that, what other things? We got to do the soy curl video. But what other things can I do? You know, I'm always at the... See, this always happens to me now. Like, I do all these videos, and now I'm at the point where I have to post a video tomorrow because it's Thursday. and I don't have any idea of what I'm going to post. I haven't filmed anything. I haven't edited. I don't even know what I'm going to do. And this happens all the time. And I always come up with a video. But I don't really have anything already filmed that I could put up. Well, actually I do, but I don't. Maybe I'll do that. I film my pups. Oh, I have been. I want to start a new channel, though, for the pups. Just a pup channel. The German Shepherds. A day in the life of me. Man, that would be some days would be pretty boring. Other days would be spectacular, but most days would be pretty boring. I could hang out with Katie. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I like to do the grocery store videos every few months, and I definitely want to do, I know that I've done them all already, but I want to go back and revisit them because it's the holidays and there's always some new holiday products in the stores that they have. So, and they're limited time, so I like to go do that. So I'll be going to Trader Joe, Aldi, Wegmans, Target. I don't know if I have enough time to do all of those this month. And I was also thinking maybe even changing it up, since I always do Mondays and Thursday videos. Maybe I could change it up and do different days instead of Monday and Thursday. I've been at it now for months, probably close to 6 months. I don't know exactly, maybe not that long, but I've been doing Monday and Thursdays consistently now for a while. I haven't noticed much of a difference. In fact, I've noticed a decline. So maybe I need to pick different days to upload my videos just to try it out. I'm just thinking out loud right now. A whole channel for pups, I'm going to have a stroke. Well, little did you know, I already have a channel all for pups, but I never promote it. Upload whenever I have a new video random days. See, that's what I did for the last 10 years, and I had to get more of on a schedule because, well, the reasoning behind that is because people are expecting a video on a certain day, and if they don't, they'd be more likely not to watch. But yeah, to be honest, I'm not really seeing much of a difference. So maybe, I know some of you like it on like a certain day, but maybe I should just do random videos again. I don't know. You guys like the taste testing ones? Because I can keep doing taste testing ones. There's always stuff to taste test. The only problem with that is, I start eating really healthy, really good, and I'm like, now I got to do a taste test and eat things that I normally wouldn't eat. So, or taste of food, which I normally don't have a problem doing, but when I'm trying to, keep the not so good for me foods. You demand a pup channel? Well, I'm thinking of doing that with Indy and Zeke. Because my pup channel right now is so outdated and I never post on it. Second pup channel. And I think I might start doing more on my Twitch channel too. As far as gaming goes, this is the time of year that I actually like to game. It's like when the weather out there is frightful but also delightful and snowy and stuff. I kind of like to just sit here all comfy, some nice vegan hot chocolate and play, the game that I play. You can't have a pup, so you have to live vicariously through other dog owners. Waiting for the house tour. Yeah, my house isn't very organized. That's the only reason I haven't done house tours. It's always in shambles. But I got this room looking pretty nice. You guys can't see because the camera's not aimed up there, but I put some nice lights all the way around the top. So I don't have like those harsh lights on right now. And I think this looks pretty nice in here as far as like a set goes. I got the ET poster up here, the creep show over there, my YouTube over 100,000 plaque over there. I got some nice Christmas lights over there hanging around. And above me, there's like nice lights going all around the perimeter of my room. Quite a few vegan YouTubers have been adopting pups lately too. That's awesome. Let's hope they're doing it for the right reasons, not just to get views. What games do I play? Zombie games? No, not zombie games. I've only played 2 games, and it's they're MMOs, multi mass multi online role playing games. World of Warcraft, and before that, EverQuest. So those are the games I always played, and I think I kind of want to start doing EverQuest again. The game died a long time ago because they only have a lifespan of 5 to 10 years. Warcraft is still alive, but EverQuest was where it first started, and that's where I first learned about it. And I kind of want to start it up again because a few of old school people that used to play that got together and put up a server where everybody could go and play, even though the game's dead. So it's free to play. There's no subscription anymore. It was a Sony online entertainment game, but as I said, the game's dead. So now it's a free game, only being supported by fans of the game. And there's a download that you can do to go play that again, how it was back when it started, back in 1999. I learned about it in 2000, and I fell in love with it. And it's kind of weird, and I wanted to talk all about it in my Twitch stream, but for me, and for a lot of people, it's more than just a game. Kind of like E.T. with more than just a movie to me. And it's hard to understand when you're thinking games, if you've never played them, because, I think that way about most games, because I don't go and play most games. Like, there's a lot of games I never even played. I'm not really a gamer in that sense, except for these 2 games that I played. And that's because when I was a little kid, I grew up, I was in love with Dungeons and Dragons. And that was all in your imagination with a group of friends, a dungeon master and the players. And you would have all of your stats out in front of you on a sheet of paper, and everything would go based on your imagination, what the dungeon master was saying, and a set of dice, like 20-sided dice, 12-sided dice, 4-sided, 6-sided. And I always would go back and look for games that were as close to Dungeons and Dragons as I could, because all my friends kind of grew up and nobody played Dungeons and Dragons anymore. So I haven't played Dungeons and Dragons since I was like 18 years old. Long time ago. But as time went on, I finally found a game, which was EverQuest. And I started playing that with one of my buddies. And it was amazing because it wasn't so much just the game. This was a whole world that you could do whatever you wanted in. But it was so like primitive back then because it was back in 2000. The internet wasn't as good. It was all dial-up. The graphics weren't as good. But for some reason, the reason why this game was such a successful game for a lot of people, if you go online and you search for it, you're going to find a lot of people saying the same thing that I'm saying now. I don't think they've ever made a game that was as good as EverQuest. And that's because of the friendships that you would make in there. So you would be friends with people all over the world that were playing this game. And I know they have kind of games like that nowadays, but nothing like they did back then. And you would have to kind of like become friends with these people and kind of rely on them because you couldn't do certain things in the game by yourself. You would need to group up with other people. And it really was like, I don't feel like I ever wasted any time playing this game when I wasn't out doing something, like outside doing something, instead playing the game, And I played this for years, and I can actually think back. No other game does this for me, but that game I can think back and I have fond memories of playing that game that I still remember. And then I started playing World of Warcraft, which was similar, but the way they've changed that game over the past few years, if you have ever played Warcraft, it's you do group up with other people, but you group up with other people and it's all like instant gratification, instant gratification. Nobody even really talks to you, so you don't make those friendships, and it's not like it used to be. And the guy that designed EverQuest, he went on to design. He did stuff for Warcraft and he did stuff for like Vanguard, and he was working on a brand new game that has all the graphics and all the goodness, but still the core values that EverQuest had. And it's in the works right now. It's called Pantheon, and I'm super excited for this to come out. But the really sad thing is the guy that put it together, he passed away. He committed suicide not too long ago, and everybody was really upset and sad about that. And yeah, I just watched an interview with him, and seeing some of the stuff he was talking about 5 years ago, and knowing that, you know, what happened just a month or two ago, it's really sad. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited for this new game to come out, and I've really been thinking about going on Twitch and trying to stream EverQuest for the next maybe month or so, just to see how that goes. For those of you that know the story about this, like, I was like addicted to gaming, like that's all I would do, and I did this all the way up until, ironically, the day that I came up with the idea for the vegan zombie. When I came up with the idea of the vegan zombie, I was super passionate about creating this vegan zombie, everything I've created. And from that moment on, I stopped playing those games because I couldn't justify another moment of me playing a game that I wasn't teaching myself something to improve my channel, like filmmaking or editing or visual or special effects, or, you know, anything that I've put into the vegan zombie over the years. From then on in, I just dove right in and started learning of how to make my channel better, and I just stopped gaming altogether. And it wasn't until last year that I finally said, you know what, I'm working so much, and all I do is, and I love my job, I love doing, you know, vegan zombie stuff, but that's all I was doing was filming, editing, posting, repeat, filming, editing, posting, repeat for the past 10 years. So finally I said, look, I'm gonna take a minute, and I'm just gonna dabble and see if I still like playing these games. And I did that, and I had fun doing it, but, you know, it lost its appeal of like the camaraderie. And but I'm kind of, they just set up a new server on the EverQuest, and I want to go in there and just see if I can go on there and make some friends and play it, you know. And I know that it can be very boring at the very beginning levels. I spent a lot of time playing that when I was younger, and but it's way more rewarding when you get at the bigger levels. And I was wondering if I could like Twitch that or something. Anyways, this is probably not interesting to a lot of you, but to me. And I remember back in the early 80s, the first time I had ever seen anything remotely like a video game. My dad's friend came over to our house and plugged this console into our black and white TV, dial TV, like the dial. You guys know, this is like 1980. And he showed us a video game that was, it was like Pong. Bing, bang, bang. Very boring, but to us back then, seeing this was like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is crazy. And then shortly after that, maybe a year or two, I actually won. I showed you guys a picture. I don't know. I have a picture somewhere of it, but I don't know if I can find it right off the top of my head. I won a raffle when I was like probably 6 years old, the year E.T. came out. I won a raffle for like Pop Warner. First place, and I was in the newspaper, the little town that I live in newspaper. I won $100, and I'm I'm sure that my mom bought me that ticket. I don't think I bought the ticket, but she bought me the ticket and I won it, and I won $100. And I went down to the bank to cash in, get the $100, and the bank teller, my dad took pictures of all this, so I have a picture of the bank teller asking me and me grabbing the money, like, okay, you $100, what do you want? Like, do you want a $100 bill? Do you want 250, some 20s? And I'm like, wow, I've never seen a $100 bill. I've seen 20s. But I want a lot of money. So I want 100 $1 bills. So I got these two little stacks of 50s, of $50 $1 bills for $100. And I grabbed that, and I remember, and the brand new ones, I remember the smell of it. Anytime I smell money now, for the most part, if I smell like brand new money, a brand new bill, it brings me back to a little kid when, I had this little tiny safe like this that I would put it in. But I also went home, and I remember specifically taking each one out really nice and counting it out on the floor of my bedroom floor. And my whole floor was filled with 100 $1 bills. Anyway, I bought an Atari. With that when the Atari came out. And I think the Atari was a little bit more money than $100 back then when it first came out. So I think my dad kind of pitched in the remaining balance, and I got an Atari. And I remember playing Pac-Man because it came with Pac-Man. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. This is so cool. And then playing, I remember playing it at my friend's house because the kid that my mom used to babysit, this kid down the street and his sister, who ended up, she was older than me, so she ended up, when she got older, babysitting my siblings. But those two went to see E.T. with me in the movie theater when I was little. They came with us. And but I remember Steve, that he was the older one, he had, and this kind of reminds me of like E.T. because I remember he was like the cool older brother, which I thought Mike was from the movie E.T. But he had an Atari, and I remember watching them play like asteroids and Space Invaders and stuff, and that's all like talks about in the movie E.T. So I was just like, wow, I'm playing this. And like they had arcades around then shortly after, or like before the Atari, but after I first saw the video console when my dad brought that home. My dad's friend brought that home. Anyway, as time went on, my friend, I found my friend, which I even liked one of the games even better. He had a ColecoVision, and we would play games over at his house. And I remember we played Dig Dug and Mousetrap. I liked playing Mousetrap because it was like two people would play at once. So one person would control like the traps, and the other person would do whatever, I forget. And then Spy vs. Spy was pretty cool. But anyways, then as it went on, I ended up buying a Commodore 64, which was awesome. And I got a Nintendo for Christmas, I think in 1986. And I was just blown away. I'm like, oh my God, guys, I'm playing Super Mario Brothers on my TV, and I don't have to use a quarter. Because before, like, we would go to the bowling alley and play the arcade and put the quarter in and play until we died, and then have to put another quarter in. This is the beginning of like video games, by the way. So I guess I can say I was around before the video games were around, and then while they're around, and then post primitive video games. And now it's like amazing the kind of video games they have. So if you can imagine a world before video games, if you're old like me, where was I getting with this? I'm rambling on here. So yeah, the Commodore 64 was amazing to me. After I had my Nintendo, I really loved playing Zelda, and that's when I first was like, wow, I really love these kind of Dungeon and Dragon-y kind of games. And then when I got my Commodore 64, which I still have, by the way, it's in my parents' house, I was playing like games like Maniac Mansion, Zack McCracken, and stuff like that, and also Dungeons and Dragon games, which were way primitive and graphics sucked, and most of it you're just reading things, and your characters would be set up, and then you'd be like, okay, I'm going to do this, and then an arrow would go ping. really, really bad. So from those years on, I was always looking for maybe a really good version of like a Dungeon and Dragon kind of game, and that's when I found EverQuest, and it was kind of like it just happened coincidentally because I was with my friend. This is when I was going to school at University of Florida in Gainesville, Florida. I was living down there, and I was talking to my friend one day, and we both were talking to each other like we really liked Dungeons and Dragons. I'm like, well, let's go to the mall and go to the video game store and see if they have anything that is kind of like a Dungeon and Dragon kind of game, and we'll buy it. So he's like, okay, let's go. So we went there, and I told the guy, I'm like, look, we're looking for like a quality Dungeon and Dragon kind of game. Do you have anything? And he's like, oh yeah, Ultima. I'm like, okay, what? He's like, it's an online game that you play with other people and blah, blah, blah. So he walks over and he shows it to me, and I'm like, we're going to get this. And he's like, sorry, I only have one copy. And I'm looking at my friend. I'm like, well, I wanted to play it with my friend, and so did he. So I'm like, do you have any other games? They're like, well, we have this game called EverQuest. So we're like, all right, we'll grab, because they had multiple copies, so we grabbed that, and the rest is history. That's how I got into games like that. And here I am now, talking about it. But there's so much I can talk about that I want to save for the Twitch stream because, like I said, it's more than just a game. I had like stories. I had friends that I met. I had friends that I met on that I'm still friends with now. I never met them in real life, but I have friends from there from 20 years ago, almost 20 years ago. I started playing in 2000 to this day that I'm friends with on Facebook, and we still say happy birthday to each other. I've never met them in real life, but we were really good friends in the game. It sounds totally nerdy and stuff, but like these were some good memories of playing, and like you'd have to like really figure stuff out because this was like intense situations within the game. I mean, within the game of trying to like complete a quest or try to complete some feat that you need to finish that is incredibly hard, and you got to figure it out, and you're doing this in real time with other people at their computers around the entire world, really. And yeah, and they made it so they made that game so you couldn't cheat like in a lot of other games. It wasn't so easy to get where you were. So I actually put a lot of time into the game, and my character became a well-known character on that server. Like that was a thing back then. You can't do that in Warcraft anymore these days. I mean, Warcraft, there's everybody, like you could make a character like that because you can pay to get your character to the highest level and then join a guild and pretty much be decked out in a week. On EverQuest, you couldn't do that. You put a lot of time in there, and you were like respected. And my character got to the point after playing for so long that people knew who my character was, and that was a good feeling, because hard work paid off. But when they made it like World of Warcraft did, where it was just so easy for everybody to do it, it kind of took away the hard work that you put in, and that kind of lost its value. And that's kind of why I stopped playing Warcraft, because EverQuest, like I said, these games, they only last for a certain amount of time and then they die. People move on to other games. But I think that's the one game that so many people still have nostalgia about and talk about. And again, it's not just me. There's other people on YouTube that you can go to and watch their videos, and they'll say the same thing. And they'll like be like, wow, I used to spend all day here doing this or doing that, and it's dead now. So they're trying to revive it. Yeah, Mel, I got a Nintendo for Christmas too. I was so excited. And then the following year I got Super Mario 2. I'm like, oh my God, I can fly, because I wanted a game where I could fly. I remember going to Kitty City. On the way to Kitty City, a car pulled out in front of us. My dad goes, remember that license plate, Chris, because it's suspicious. They pulled out in front of us very suspiciously. I'm like, all right. And over the years, I'd always tell my dad, I'm like, Dad, you remember that license plate? And that was in 1986 or 7. That's a long time ago. And I can still tell you that license plate. It's OVJ 598. I wonder how many people just joined us and have no idea what this design is right here. This is my new shirt design over here. And it's on pre-order right now. So if you guys want it, I'm going to link that again. If you guys are you have until the 11th to get that if you want it before Christmas. And then it's the pre-order is going to be down for I don't know how long. And then I'll probably do another pre-order after that. And if enough people buy it, then we'll do a second printing of it. If nobody buys it, if only a few people buy it, then we'll probably just refund you guys and retire the design. I don't want to do that. I love this design. That's the part that, like, I wish I could just print it myself, but I can't. It's too many colors. And I'm not going to do that in one color. No way. And there's other things than just shirts. There's hoodies. There's onesies for babies. There's aprons. There's the beanies I'm wearing. I should have just put durian fruit. What? Chris is chilling in the airport in Moscow about to fly home. You should hang out with Marina. Marina's in Moscow. How cold is it in Moscow right now? Marina lives in Moscow. Right, Marina? Go to the airport and meet up with Chris. Chris, do you live in Moscow or are you just visiting? Oh, it kind of warmed up here. Kind of warmed up here in the Syracuse area. We got 35 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, we got two Moscowians right there, right above each other. Produce asked if I ever tried durian, so I answered for you. Thanks. Yeah, I think Lyndon knows probably most of my videos. I have a video where we tried durian for the first time, so you can watch that video and see our reaction to it. That video was kind of crazy because I didn't expect that video to do well at all, and it got like over 100,000 views. Aurora says 18 in Chicago next Tuesday. Yeah, it was like it was that cold just a few days ago here. It kind of warmed up a little bit. Today wasn't too cold. So all the snow is nice and packy. You can make snowballs, snowmen. You know, I just watched something cool on Netflix and I forgot the name of it. But it's talking they talk about the making of movies, and they have 3 movies on it, and I watched 2 of them, and I gotta say I highly recommend the one about Home Alone. It's the making of Home Alone and how Home Alone almost didn't get made, and Home Alone is one of my top favorite movies to watch during the holidays, so I will be watching that this month, and it was a really good documentary. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. They have one for Ghostbusters, which it was all right. And then the other one is Die Hard, which I didn't watch. So, and that was a series, season 1. I can't wait to see what else they do. I hope they do E.T. That would be cool. Stacy's just tuning in. The artwork is awesome. Yeah, I love this artwork. I got an artist to do. That was the concept in my head. I had her do that up, and look at that. It says the vegan zombie and the stars up there. I don't know if you can see that. Let me make it bigger real quick for you guys. The vegan zombie. Be good to animals. And again, this is pre-order only right now. If you guys want this before the holidays, you have to order this before the 11th, which is next week. You have 1 week to order. And we have this for you guys on all kinds of different shirts, different colors. We have women's cuts, unisex, little kids, little babies. I thought we had totes. Maybe he forgot to put the totes up there, but we also have aprons, and I think that's it. And then the beanies that I'm wearing right now. The beanies are a whole different thing. So these aren't like a pre-sale, pre-order. But yeah, I'm excited about that. And if you guys are looking where to buy those, I'll link it again. That's the link for the website to buy it on. It's different than my site, my Vegan Zombie website. I got to figure out how to get that in there. But that site is through Custom Logo USA, which is a local screen printer here in Syracuse that I'm working with for this. And I think I'm going to do a video over there to show like the kind of the process. I'm excited to see these print. And again, the kid that alerted me of this is a vegan, and he came to Veg Fest and he bought one of my t-shirts and he set me up with this company. So I'm excited about that. See, we're making friends here. You come to the Vegan Zombie channel and we will make connection. We will give friends to you. So Chris goes to Russia a lot. I've personally never been to Russia. You know who my friend that went to Russia was? My friend that I ended up buying that game with back in 2000. Cool. Do you have VK or Instagram? Jiva Burger? I don't even know what that is, and you're making me hungry. Oh, we've been on for an hour and a half, so that means the battery might go dead in a minute. And if it does, you'll still be able to hear me, but I will change it. Because I got another one right here. SPB is my favorite city in Russia. Is that St. Petersburg? Because I used to live in St. Petersburg, but the Florida one, the fake one. Okay, now we're just going to read. We're going to read the conversation between Chris and Marina for the rest of the stream, guys. So here we go. Jiva Burger is a vegetarian restaurant, mostly vegan. You're making me hungry. How far is St. Pete from Moscow? Jorge, what's up? Jorge, look at that. Look at that in the corner. That's my new design for my shirts. Come to Oklahoma instead. What is even in Oklahoma? Is there any good vegan spots? Have you gone out to any vegan restaurants? Have you finished your Vago? I'm getting kind of hungry myself. I got to stop talking about Vago because I'm eating really healthy. You guys like that plant in the background? I thought it looked like more like kind of like ET-ish, you know? We got the ET poster here with the plant over there. Plants. Wait a minute, is that? Okay, I thought I was cropping my head off, but what other things? I mean, I got so many stories. I got 40 years of stories up here, guys. If you guys want to talk about anything else, I can go on and on. Story time with Chris. I know John hasn't even seen this design yet. In fact, you know what? He's probably seen it now. But let me just, now that it's out of the box, let me just send it to him and see what he says. Look at that. I like how it looks with like the black background. That's how it's gonna look on like a black T-shirt. Let's send that to John. He's not in my quick references. What the heck? John. Ted. Bam. No and no. 2 pieces left. Wow, you are... Oh. You're like a Jedi warrior there. Using mind tricks to not eat the rest of that. Deneen, I have not been on Twitch in quite some time. But I think I'm going to start doing that. I usually go later at night because I still don't really know what I'm doing on there. And I was trying to figure out... I've been going on really late at night when not many people would join me. And the reason for that is because I'm trying to figure it out. It's not very easy. I mean, I'm not completely computer illiterate, but it just feels like to try to get the music from the game that I'm playing, but not hear my own voice echo in my headphones, but still be able to hear. It's just a lot of things I got to do. Once I get it right, then I'll probably go on regular times. But I don't know. I might try to get something going tonight or tomorrow. Well, actually, probably not tonight because I have a video. I have a video to film and edit. Maybe I'll do late night grocery shopping with the Vegan Zombie, and then edit it throughout the morning. And about 6 a.m, I'll be able to. I can't do that. I gotta go to the dentist tomorrow. I should probably do a video on that. The dentist. I have to go to the dentist. I'll tell you something about the dentist. I'll tell you guys because you guys are my live viewers. But all these anti-vegans would love to hear the first part of this, and then they're probably gonna be like ignoring the rest of it. So all these anti-vegans say like, oh, all these long-term vegans, there's no such thing for one, but if there are, they're looking like death, and they look like they have aged so much. This is what that last person said about me, at least. He said that I look like death. I look like I'm at least 20 years older than I am. He said that I'm so deficient on everything, and I'm probably lying about being a long-term vegan. But they also say, like, you know, you lose your hair, your teeth go... Everybody's saying, like, all these anti-vegans at least say your teeth go bad and everything. Personally, and I'm just speaking from my own experience, I haven't had a problem with my teeth. I have had cavities. I have even had a root canal. But those all happened before I went vegan, okay? So, and I was telling people this. I'm like, yeah, I don't get cavities or anything. And then all of a sudden, like a few days after I said that, I noticed that I had it felt weird, like on my tooth. It wasn't like the hot, cold thing. But then I looked in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God, is that a cavity? And I'm like, oh my God, did I not knock on wood when I said that? Like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to say that anymore because I think I have a cavity. What am I going to do? Like, that's like fuel for these anti-vegans. They're going to love this. So I'm like, oh, I need to go to the dentist. So I called the dentist because I hadn't been there in a while, over a year. Man, time flies. I thought it was sooner than a year, but usually like I go to get a teeth clean and everything, and they know that I'm vegan because it says it there. So I bring my own dental floss. By the way, I use Magic Mud. This is the best dental floss. It's a vegan dental floss, and I've tried a few other vegan ones. The Radius one was my favorite, but now they're making like silk ones. I don't know. This one is all vegan company. It's awesome. It doesn't hurt your teeth going in. Anyway, so I go to the dentist. I call the dentist. I'm like, I think I need to, just make an appointment. And they're like, okay, so we're not seeing anybody until late January, early February. I'm like, I think I have a cavity. And they're like, we could see you Monday. And I'm like, okay, I'll be there. So Monday, which was 2 days ago, I go into the dentist. And I'm like, darn it, I got a cavity now. I got a cavity, So I go in there. Turns out I didn't get a cavity. What happened was it was my original filling from when before I was vegan. The filling lasted all those years, and they were surprised that it lasted over 20 years. Since over 25 years, actually. It was when I was a teenager. I had a filling in that tooth that I had a cavity before I was a vegan. And since I've been vegan, I haven't had any cavities or anything wrong with my teeth. So it's just a filling that has just decayed over time that they have to redo. So it's not a new cavity. My vegan diet did not give me cavities. So these are all from when before I was vegan. So there you go, anti-vegans, if you're watching this. Exactly, Jorge. Jorge says veganism isn't about being healthy, but you can absolutely. So that wasn't my point. Obviously, veganism is about causing the least amount of harm to animals. But what they're trying to say is you cannot be healthy as a long-term vegan because it's lacking, is what they're saying. So I'm just showing that, yes, you can absolutely be healthy, because health is another part of what and I like to say this, like when people say, like, yeah, I am vegan for my health. I'm vegan for a lot of reasons, but I do a lot to get people to see things in a different light, and in a positive way. Like, I don't want people to feel like it's coming at them in a negative way. So, like, I've done a lot, and I still do a lot, and I will do a lot for animals. And I feel like if I don't take care of my health the best way I could, and I end up dying 20 years before I normally could, if I was healthy, then those 20 years that I'm not helping animals. So my health is very important to helping animals, and that's the way I see things. I see things in like the big picture. Because right now, yeah, I could be doing a lot for animals right now, but what about 20 years from now? What if I'm in the poorest health because I didn't take care of myself? Well, I think that's important to take care of yourself. Have we talked about John Venus? That was actually the first question I answered, if you go way back to the beginning of this video. I think a lot of people capitalize off veganism, and I don't think it's a good thing. It just, I mean, for every person that they help go vegan, that's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing in that respect. But when they do things and then they fall off the bandwagon in front of like a big audience, it just kind of, it's very disappointing, and it's letting the animals down. Because if they're saying that, oh, we can't do it anymore, then how do we know these people following are going to be second guessing their choices too? If it's somebody that they really look up to. Like, what if I told you that someday? Like, oh no, sorry guys. Which I never would do that, ever. You would never find me doing that. So there's not going to be an ex-vegan zombie, ever. It was a decision I made 25 years ago, and the day that I made it, it was a decision I made for life. Who is John Venus? I'm living under a rock. Yeah, he's a well, he's not so much of a vegan anymore from what I've seen. Bodybuilder. He kind of got big over the last few years. I remember seeing a few of his brand new videos when he first started out, and he went vegan, talking about veganism and stuff like that. Promoting a healthy vegan diet, plant-based and everything, and the only reason I know anything that's going on is because this morning I watched a video from Vegan Gains on John Venus about how he just made a video talking about how he was coming clean about eating eggs last year, that he wanted to see if it was better for him, better for his, which he said no, it wasn't. But like, why would anybody? I don't understand why somebody like. I mean, Vegan Gains makes a very good argument there, and I agree with everything he says. Especially, like he's got people around him that are like nutritionists and doctors and everything but he took the advice of, well, he says he took the advice of just some random people on the internet and decided to eat some eggs to see if he felt better. But also there's like, and I don't know if this is his place or not, but I'm sure he could find a different place. If it was me, I would find a different place. I know not everywhere you go is vegan or vegan friendly, but he does this video with like the head of dead animals hanging on the wall behind him, that's poor taste for a vegan, if you ask me, because I think somebody said he lives with his in-laws or something that aren't vegan. Sure, that's fine. Maybe you'll see things in the refrigerator that aren't vegan because of that. When I go to my parents' house and I do videos, every time I set up a camera, I look around and I'm like, all right, is there anything in the background that I need to move that's not vegan? Because I understand like not everything's vegan. My dad's not vegan. So, I'm always aware of that kind of thing. But that wasn't something that was subtle. That was like, I don't know. Whatever. I just think be better, especially if you're somebody who influences a lot of people and people look up to you, like, you got to know your actions are going to have consequences. So I don't usually get involved in things like this, but yeah, I have my opinions, and that's what I think of it. I agree with everything the Vegan Game said in that video. Did I see Elise did a 30-day carnivore challenge video, came out today? Oh, that'd be funny, because I still have a video where I interviewed her about being vegan that I never posted. Maybe I should post that video. Carnivore challenge, wow. All right, new video. Why Elise went vegan? A carnivore challenge? Come on, really? That's like telling everybody to challenge them to go eat animals. Like, is really? Yeah, that's true, Jennifer. Most influencers go with whatever is trendy or gets them money. Yeah, unfortunately. That's why you never see me doing sellout videos or anything like that. You can kind of tell. You can kind of tell people that are fake. You just have this radar. All right, well, maybe maybe that'll be my next video for tomorrow. Carnivore challenge. Would that be poor taste, though? I've never posted that video because I don't know. Before we left YouTube House, we did a video together, and I interviewed her on why she went vegan. What did I eat today? I'm actually really hungry because all I've eaten today is a smoothie. Banana, Oatly, 22-day nutrition, and a little bit of peanut butter. Yeah, it tells me that they were never in the headspace of being vegan in the first place. They might have been eating vegan food, but they weren't vegan. Like, you got to have that. Once you have that mindset, there's no way to go back. You know? I mean, there's people that are vegan that are like very distraught if they go to the hospital and somebody's like, you need to do this, it's not vegan, and they're like, no, I don't. I know I got to live, but like I don't want to do that. But then there's other people that are just like eating animals like it's nothing, cracking 6 eggs open and putting it in your skillet for your breakfast. I mean, there's so many things that you can make. You're getting all the nutrition you need from plants. I mean, science backs that up. And you're likely not getting a lot of the bad things that also science backs up. So if there's so many things that are not coming from animals that you can eat, why do you still choose when you know this in your mind? I know there's people that still have their blinders on, but when you know this, why do you go back to it? It's just something I can't fathom. I can't wrap my mind around how somebody could be vegan and then not be vegan anymore. 29 persimmons. A 30-day carnivore challenge. I'll have to look into that. I just don't know if that would be poor taste of me to do that. Jorge says, by the way, I tried Pasokin and it was not bad. Not gonna lie, the Mexican version called Mazapan is much tastier. I haven't had the Mazapan. I've had marzipan. But they also have in Brazilian. I guess the candy's from Brazil. Craig really liked it. Craig bought out the entire shelf yesterday. And that's another thing that I want to do in one of my grocery shopping videos to show you guys. Although I've already showed you guys if you watch my Thanksgiving video. Any advice or tips for leaky gut? You might want to ask Craig about that. because that's what was happening to him when he got sick before he went vegan. I've never experienced it. My gut is like waterproof. It doesn't leak. They're not chocolate covered Pasoken. They're just chocolatey Pasoken. So it's exactly like the other one, but it's like there's like chocolatey in it, but it's not like straight up chocolate. It's like cocoa or something. That's what we're talking about, Jennifer. Is the Pasoken, those peanut candies. You're surprised that I'm still alive or alive? That I'm still alive or that I'm still alive. It's been 2 hours. I usually go on for 2 or 3 hours, but I think I need to get going to film a video. That's a good idea, though. Maybe I could do that video. I'd have to find the footage, though. My gut is perfect and beautiful. Well, how do you know that? I don't even know for certain. Did I get a new camera, by the way? I didn't. I got a new camera back in the summer. It's the Sony A7 III. I never returned it. Like, one of the card slots weren't working, and I just never returned it. I should probably still do that at some point to have a good camera. But then I won't be able to talk to you guys like this with this perfect picture. I'll go back to the Canon, which don't like. Every time I talk about my blood, I should do that too because I just found the blood test. Aurora's going to bed, ready for work. 2 tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow. Take care. You love you, Chris. See you all next week. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, and thanks for the support. And you're gonna love this T-shirt that you got. Tab loves the beanie. I got 3 of them. Got 3 of them right here. They're on the site. You could have one. All right, so did John text me back? I think he did. Somebody did. Yeah, he did. He says he loves it. John loves it. You know what I should? Oh, you know what I should? I didn't even think about it. You know what I should have done for this design? I mean, I love it how it is. I do. But what if I had Zeke and Indy in there? Indy looking up or Zeke looking up at the... That would have been good. Yeah, I'm going to do that right before I leave, and I think I'm going to be leaving now, so let's do that. I am selling the hat I'm wearing. It is right here. But also, this is for anybody that wants a recap of what we've already talked about. This is the new design for my t-shirt. I love it. It's awesome. But unfortunately, right now, it's pre-sale only. And if you want to get this before, if you want to get it at all, or if you want to get it before the Christmas time, then you need to order this before December 11th. That's 1 week from now. So if you want any of this merchandise, you need to go over there like soon, like ASAP, and grab it. I have a local screen printer printing these for me. So we need a certain amount of people to order them before we can actually decide to print them. And if nobody buys them, we need to reimburse like the few people that did. So hopefully this is a hit. And I need to pay back the money I spent to get this design going too. So anyway, your support is greatly appreciated. We have this in so many different things, different colors. We have the unisex t-shirt, the ladies t-shirt, the little kids. We got the little kids t-shirts. We got the onesie for the little babies like my nephew and my niece. We have aprons if you're in the kitchen a lot. I'm going to try to get some myself and wear those in my videos. And then we have the embroidered vegan zombie hats, 3 different kinds. So hopefully you guys go by and check them out. There it is. There's the amazing design by this amazing artist that helps me out when no one else would or could. I love it. I can't be any happier about this. If you can check up in the sky, it says the vegan zombie in a star constellation. You got the 3 little baby animals looking up at the extraterrestrial hand coming in. We'll just say that. Be good to animals. Go vegan. So that's it. I hope you guys like this as much as I do, and I'd love to see all of you guys wearing this and people asking questions about it, and let's make a trend with it, you know? We don't need, this is the kind of stuff we need is like, pro-vegan stuff, not like ex-vegans that decide to eat eggs again. You know what I'm saying? This is the good stuff, not that. So anyway, again, one last time, this is the link where you can buy it. Also, the link will be listed in the description of this video if you're watching this video after the fact and we're not live anymore. That's it. I will start working on a new video, and hopefully we can do that Twitch stream in the next few days. The vegan zombie with an I at the end, not an E. There's no E at the end. Somebody stole my name. So that's my Twitch account. I don't do it that often, but I'm looking to start doing it more. Anyway, stay safe. Watch out for zombies. I'll see you guys next time.